Very, 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 very interesting. I now had two dear friends at the top of Stellantis, well, near the top. Because first I have my dear friend, Matt McAlear, the CEO of Dodge, who's instrumental in helping me get in this particular vehicle right here, my 2023 Dodge Demon 170. And now if that wasn't enough, and you're really paying attention.
If that wasn't enough, and you're really paying attention, and you're really quick with the math,
my other dear friend, Tim Kuniskis, has come back to save my other favorite brand, Ram. But I'm sure a lot of people are wondering why did he just come back only to save Ram? Why not Dodge? Or what if I told you, why not come save Stellantis as a whole? It's that time of year again where you need to save as much money as you can to buy the gifts for everyone else and including yourself. So my friends at Just Bolt-Ons and Drag Racing Wheels have you covered. In case you need anything like exhaust systems, sticky Mickeys, catch cans, tonneau covers, whatever, my friends at Just Bolt-Ons and Drag Racing Wheels have some of the best prices online. And with my promo code BUTTER that you use at checkout, you can save up to an additional 15% off on your next order. So check out my friends at Just Bolt-Ons, DragRacingWheels.com, where some of the best prices online just got a little bit better. With the return of my dear friend Tim Kuniskis, this underscores some theories that I placed about the relationship between Tim and his former CEO boss, Carlos Tavares. Now, Tim says that Carlos Tavares, he burnt the bridge, and Tim put it out there to investors that I just so happen to have video footage of from a source of mine who's been very good to me. And it is very interesting that Ram has been suffering double-digit losses every quarter ever since, and even with Tim Kuniskis at the helm. And the quarters to follow ever since his resignation or retirement or whatever you want to call it, Ram has been suffering.
And we literally adjust our plans on a monthly basis based on where we see the trajectory of compliance. Ram's a really good example of that. If we had that safety blanket of buying credits, we would still be building and selling the ancient iron block Hemi V8 that everybody loves. Knowing that we're going into this environment had forced us into a space where we had to develop a whole new powertrain strategy. A very high-tech twin-turbo 3-liter Hurricane that's going to actually give much better performance and be much more efficient and more flexible in the future. We wouldn't have done that if it wasn't for those regulations. So it's a long way to say, yes, it's super tough, but the CEO, he burned our boats, and we're forced to make the tough calls to make sure that we're on a trajectory towards the long-term compliance.
But my over 37,000 friends and the 65% of you guys not subscribed, Tim didn't come back to save Ram because he just missed the fight. He came back because the idiot sitting above him is now gone, and now he can run the brand like it is supposed to be ran. Even with Tim at the helm for 2 to 3 quarters, that Ram suffered 20% loss in sales, it is clear why Ram is failing. The absence of the Hemi V8 engine and the jacking up of prices across the board are just some of the things that are killing the Ram brand. We aren't even a full year since Stellantis dropped the Hemi from the Ram lineup. The clip I showed earlier proves that at least Tim Kuniskis, he acknowledges that they would still put the ancient Hemi V8 engines in trucks, and if it wasn't for their CEO, this would have still been happening and maybe Ram wouldn't be suffering right now. Now, I don't fully believe that it was only Carlos Tavares that wanted the Hemi engine gone, as I've heard from even behind the scenes from other people, including my other dear friend TK's Garage, that the board and investors were kind of split down the middle on either keeping or killing off the Hemi engines, which I guess in this particular case, like I said, the half of the people who didn't know the American market in this particular situation, they lost, and they're still arguing behind the scenes about who is going to be the new leader to lead Stellantis, which obviously to a bunch of us, that should be Tim Kuniskis, basically how he resurrected Dodge and has kept the brand thriving in this particular era and also got customers into the door. And I'm pretty sure that Tim Kuniskis didn't just come back to only fight for Ram after hearing some of the options that I heard that he had behind the scenes with other companies. Now, I don't believe Tim Kuniskis was settled just to run Ram. I don't believe he also would have betrayed his friend Matt McAlear, the new CEO of Dodge, as I'm sure that John Elkin probably offered Tim Kuniskis to move back into his role as running Dodge. So I'm pretty sure Tim Kuniskis, especially after speaking to him, multiple times last year, or really this year, that he has more character than that. But I think that right now, Tim Kuniskis has two paths forward. Now, I believe he'll either be appointed the head of Stellantis North America or the CEO of Stellantis overall, or he at least has a fighting chance to get both of them. I think it'll just depend on what the Italians, the French, China, and BlackRock is all going to do, because those are the four biggest shareholders who own a stake within the company. And I've heard that all of them people are kind of split on who to appoint. You got the Italians fighting with the French, and I think a lot of them are wanting a European to be head of Stellantis. But the last time there was a European head of Stellantis, you guys seen what happened. So I'm just saying, maybe you need to go to a different direction, because the American market is like your biggest market. Just saying. So no, I don't think that my dear friend Tim Kuniskis is done. And I think he'll have some bigger say within the company. And I think he'll have more control sooner rather than later. He especially needs to get control of pricing within the Ram trucks within the meantime, because it has gotten out of control. For the past 3 years, I've covered in plenty of videos how ever since I purchased my 2021 Ram TRX, which I don't have anymore, but I still got a key because I'm nostalgic like that Stellantis sneakily jacked up the base price every few months since that truck came out in 2021. And now we have a final edition TRX that has literally no major updates, no updates from Bilstein on the suspension, no red-eye engine upgrade, just a Uconnect 5, upgrade to the software that a lot of people hated the first year it came out. It was buggy. A digital instrument cluster that came out, I think, the 2023 model year. And then there were several special editions for the Ram TRX that introduced like new colors on the exterior, different stitch options, but the TRX itself, outside of those special editions, it never got a single color update. It never got any other kind of updates, like I said, and the TRX remained largely unchanged for 4 years, but the price was jacked up over $20,000 in literally like 4 years, 21, 22, 23, 24. 4 years, it went up over $20,000. And that's just one ridiculous example on a high end. But what about the budget end? Because not everybody is going to be fiending over a Ram TRX, right? How about the Ram is the third best selling truck from the big three, but it's $4,000 more expensive than their competitors. And this is just on the tradesman, with the XL, F-150, and like the Silverado WT. You would think that the price for this tradesman would be either the same or lower to get customers into Ram trucks. But this is the price strategy that I heard from members inside Stellantis that Carlos Tavares was trying to do. Higher prices, lower volume of sales, and then sell people on software upgrades to milk more money out of customers who already had to pay extra money to get the vehicle, right? So they was going to basically do this crazy scenario that I'm glad it's going to be pretty much over, where they was going to have you pay extra money to do software monthly subscriptions to already unlock goofy things like unlock payload capacity that you got paid for every month that was already built into the truck, and even unlock something as goofy as premium audio, which is already built into your truck because you already had the speakers already installed and stuff. Now, this may not happen anymore, but this is Stellantis' own words on what they were planning to do to customers.
If the past was about increasing margins by moving customers north in hardware and trim levels, our future is about offering customers software-based services. We are already seeing a healthy conversion from free trials to paid subscriptions, and we expect a 10-fold growth by 2030. Moving to the second pillar, features on demand. We will give our customers the ability to upgrade their vehicles in real time. Here are a few examples. Dodge is developing performance upgrades launching actually next week, including driver tunable software that will deliver an immediate horsepower boost while retaining the car's emissions compliance. And for our Ram pickup owners, customers can increase the capability of their truck to handle greater loads. The ability to customize your in-cabin experience with entertainment options like premium stereo, Wi-Fi, streaming music, or Fire TV built-in can be added easily on the fly. You can quickly see the opportunities unfolding. We are projecting annual growth of more than 60%.
I can offer a track day feature. I can offer a feature that says, hey, you want to buy it for the weekend. And then if you like it for the weekend while you're at the track, you can then pay more and keep it, things like that. So we're going to bake that capability in. If you buy the car and you never upgrade it, did you overpay a little bit? Yeah, maybe a little bit. You got a little more brake, a little more suspension, a little more tire than maybe needed, but it's a muscle car. It's fine.
But I hope that my dear friend Tim Kuniskis can restore faith that thousands of customers lost within Stellantis and his brands, but I think it will be an uphill battle. I definitely want to welcome back Tim Kuniskis to Ram, and it's funny how so much can happen within 1 year, because basically this time last year, I was exposing the V8 engine project that Dodge was secretly working on. The situation with the active duty soldier happened like right around Christmas time. I had the chance to talk to Tim and Matt, the current and former CEOs of Dodge, to help me get my Demon 170 that I love oh so well. The soldier got his very own one-off, custom Demon 170 from Dodge. I worked with Dodge to help out dozens of customers that was wronged by dealers. I worked with Dodge to help customers who were getting price gouged on their Demon 170s. Then you had the situation where Tim Kuniskis retires. You got Matt, he got promoted. Carlos Tavares is now out at Stellantis. And now Tim returns to take over Ram. And I just gotta say, guys, 2025, we are so back. If you thought 2024 was a crazy year, 2025 is definitely going to be insane, especially with the more leaks and all the stuff going on. People talking to us behind the scenes between me, TK, and OC Motivator. 2025 is going to be crazy. We are so freaking back. Man, I can't wait to see what this company has, because I've been wanting to buy another car, but with all the failures within Stellantis and all the stuff that's been going on with them and nothing exciting to bring me back to the showroom, I just cannot wait to start talking to people and kind of figure out what's going to be in store for us in the coming future. Because as I did in my old video where I talked about the 6 little Halo models that could save Stellantis, man, like the TRX is a quick one that they can bring back. They can bring back, what was the other vehicle? A Trackhawk. I've been wanting a very fast SUV, but if a TRX comes back, or maybe a Trackhawk comes back, or maybe a Fat Hawk Grand Wagoneer Hellcat, maybe I jump to one of those vehicles. But let me know what you guys think. Is Tim Kuniskis only going to take over Ram, or and actually bring back stuff that's exciting to that brand, or would he have his heights or will he have his eyes set on higher office once these Europeans kind of get a grip on what's best for the company? I cannot wait to see what is going to happen with Ram. And then I think that's going to rub off the Dodge, and Matt McAlear going to get the handcuffs taken off of him and allow him to bring back models that may have some very fun stuff with them, especially if you believe what TK's Garage was saying about them sending some prototypes down to Mexico for testing. Ever since they're going to close the Arizona Proving Grounds. So now I guess Mexico is now the default place where they're going to go and test vehicles at. But, oh man, if Tim Kuniskis can either become the head of Stellantis North America and he has control of all the brands, could you guys imagine some of the crazy things he will unleash? Hellcat everything might be, a thing of the past. What if it's Demon 170 everything going forward? But let me know what you guys think. And until the next time, I'm out.